Well, folks, I'm excited to finally announce we are opening a game store. Yes, what you read in the title is correct. We are doing it, and I am extremely stressed. This is something that people have been asking about for years, honestly, at this point, since I said I was going to start selling video games online, and we are finally doing it. We're finally at a spot with the business that I feel comfortable that we are not going to just immediately go under. I feel like we have the framework to be able to go into a space, run a business, and have it run successfully. So we're shooting for March of 2025. We are going to try and open a game store. Make sure you guys subscribe because I'm going to have a series going of how it's going, the planning, and all the process of opening a game store, because I know that's not something you see a whole lot of on YouTube. And also, if you guys have any recommendations of other channels that have done something similar, it's like X Danny that I watched on Instagram. She had a short series that was really interesting of her opening a game store. And then Bailey Berry, he's been doing a little bit of a series recently where he plans on opening a game store. But if you know of anyone else that's done something similar, please comment them below. Would love to see how they did it and maybe some of the hurdles that they encountered. So you're probably wondering why are we taking the jump to opening a game store and why now? There's a couple of different reasons. The biggest reason, I want my house to myself. I have a 3-month-old baby now, and I love all the guys that help, appreciate them so much, but them constantly coming and going, the dogs barking, I just want to have a house to myself. I think my wife, who I appreciate so much, has put up with it for 3 years now. Finally time to move the business out of the house and into a different location so that we can actually live in peace. And it also helped me create just a little bit more work-life balance. I'm not always the best at it. So that's like the first thing. I think another super obvious reason for us to open a game store is inventory. When you have a game store, people are just going to walk in the door with inventory. That's how our business survives. We have to have inventory. And as you can see, we have a lot of inventory right now, which it comes from me working very hard on the business for like 3 years. We're also filling the basement. We're running out of space. We need more space. And a store would allow us to have a kind of a warehouse style, but then also a store in the front. And then we also just have so much inventory at this point that we don't have a good place to put some of it, some of the lower dollar stuff, or even just the high end stuff. As you guys might have seen recently, we sold our eBay. And because of that, a lot of the stuff that doesn't go to Amazon goes to eBay, but now we don't really have an eBay anymore. So we have about 200 items probably at the time of this recording. We'll continue that, but I'd rather move away from eBay and actually build a store, build a community around that, and have people come and enjoy video games just as much as everyone here does. I think that's a reasonable reason to want to move out. Another reason that we want to get the store going is Amazon is scary. I love it. It's helped us grow to what we are now, but they could shut us down at a moment's notice. They used to be really harsh on inauthentic claims, and most of the inauthentic claims that I've ever seen or that we've even ever gotten are kind of crap. Like, they're kind of BS. I know some people get them on Pokemon, and that I could see how it could happen, but ours are like Madden for the GameCube. Game's never been faked, but they're a lot easier on it than they used to be. But they used to just shut you down if you had more than 3, I think. It's more job security for my people that work for me, but also me, because I have to continue to make money. And ultimately, I just want my house back. Okay, so I should probably talk timeline and what we're thinking on what that's gonna look like. The plan is to open the store in March of 2025. I don't know why I specifically set that date. One reason is that's when the Switch was supposed to come out, but I don't know if that's still the plan. So it'd be cool to be opening a store the month that the Switch comes out. Also, I think that gives me plenty of time from now until we open the store to, that threw me off. that gives me plenty of time to get the ball rolling, get the licenses that we need. I think we kind of already have most of them, but we're also gonna have to find a space, which that's gonna be a fun video. Gonna go check out some spaces. I've already scoped out some. It's gonna be tough to get a lease with them right now because I don't want to pay rent every month until we open the store because we still have a lot of time, because this video is probably going to come out in September would be my guess. So I don't want to pay 7 months of rent. That's like one, but we are going to have to get a space before we move in because we'll probably have to change the layout to make sure that it makes sense for us. We're also going to get display cases. There's a lot of stuff we can get done between now and when it's time to actually open the store. I don't think this is like a 1 or 2 or 3 month project. I think we need more than that. That's what we're going to be working towards until March. So hopefully you guys will come out for our soft opening. I think that's going to be the plan, is to do more of like a soft opening in March. So the next thing I want to talk about is kind of anticipated costs. I kind of created a spreadsheet 2 or 3 months ago, and I've kind of thrown it back out. I don't know that it's a good estimation. I am estimating it's going to cost us $20,000 to $50,000 to open the store. We are not going to be buying brand new display cases. We're going to be trying to be as frugal as possible. I will make sure we try and incorporate that in future videos. But that's going to be one thing that we're going to do to really try and cut down costs. But we're going to need computers for checkout. We're going to need a POS, signs. It's going to be a lot of expensive stuff that's going to add up really quick. And then obviously we're going to need inventory. Now, I will say that 20 to 50K, I'm not including inventory. This is all inventory that we have prepped for the store. It's stuff that we just don't have a good place for it right now with our Amazon business, but will fit perfectly in a store. So I'd say we probably have, I don't know, 5,000 games, somewhere around there, ready for the store. A lot of them are lower dollar. There's some medium games and then some expensive games, and then games that might have condition issues or whatever. But those are just sitting in the attic ready for the store, and most of them are resurfaced, which is cool. So ultimately it's going to be really expensive to open the store. We are prepared for it. It could be more expensive. It could be cheaper, which would be great. Another thing that would be great is if you guys do have a store that you absolutely love, you love the layout. I think Retro Rick's Game Point's a great example, or Double Jump Video Games, they're another great example. Fire and Ice in California, I love their store. I don't know that we'll be able to get a space large enough to match their vibe, but I love their store so much. Comment below some of those stores. It'd be really helpful to give us ideas. And I have some really good ideas. I have some ideas that I don't see any other game store doing. So stay tuned for those. Hopefully they work out, and I hope you guys enjoy this series. I'm gonna be stressed. My hair is definitely gonna turn whiter. I'm already getting like white hair. Like I'm getting, what are they, peppering? I'm peppering on the side because of Nerd Nation. So hopefully you guys enjoy the series, and I hope you will come out whenever we do finally open the store. This is gonna be fun.